So welcome to this video, and in this video we are going to talk about how to pass props in Qwik application, right? So to do this I just have to initially first create a component, right? So to create a component, let's create one in our contact page, right? So just uh, down here and just below the button I am just going to create a div tag, and this div tag should have a p element, right? And so it's a p class, right? Okay, I'm not willing to do this. So basically what I want, a div tag, and div tag have a class name of what I can say, a prop class, right? Prop, prop container, prop class. Okay, right. So prop class, and this prop class have an p tag which has a name of prop item, right? Prop item. Okay, let's enter this, and now we have a div tag with class name this and prop item right? Okay, so this prop item here we will using our props. So prop value 1, prop value 2. So we have our prop it's not prop, what exactly we will pass here. So let's pass the name of the superhero. Okay, so we have our superhero, right? Superhero 1, superhero hero dot first. Okay, so in the same fashion we will also trigger the last, right? So we have our superheroes first and our last, and to make it dynamic I just use this parenthesis. Okay, so after this I have to declare this superhero at initial, right? So to declare this superhero I have to use like store. Okay, so to we are going to use use store. So let's superhero, and it's going to use store, and the first attribute is our first attribute is first, and second attribute is last, right? So we have this first, and it's going to be empty right now, and the second second, and this is also going to be empty, right? So this is what so this is the attribute which we are willing to pass in this component. Okay, so right now it is not a component, right? So to make to pass this superhero as in a props to this component, I would like to have a new component, right? So create a component. I just have to go to that my component section, and here I will create a new folder like props component, right? Props component right? So let's name it like this. Okay, and in this props component I would like to create a, let's copy this and paste like it's a prop model prop test, right? So let's make it prop test tsx, and here I would paste it, and instead of having any other thing I just need this component, right? And I just not want anything else. I even don't want this, and even I don't want anything of this section, right? So this is our simple component. Okay, and we can access this by using this prop test name. Okay, so instead of having a blank, I am just going to copy this from here to paste like here, right? And just make it a little bit styled. Okay, so now we have this, and we don't know how to access this superhero, right? So to access this superhero I just have to pass it like a prop, and because this is not a position for so it's a prop, and we have to define our type. Okay, so what is the type of the prop that we are willing to receive? Okay, So to declare the type, I have to write type and the name of the type. So what is the name of the type? So it's prop type. It's prop type, right? So in this prop type, I would like to declare that I'm going to receive a prop which is superhero, right? Which is superhero, and superhero has two fields, that is first first and which is a string, right? And I have a second second, second. This is also a string. Okay, that is great. And this prop type will go here in our to define the type of the prop that we are going to receive. Okay, so what we can do here, we can simply destructure our prop like this. So I had just mentioned it here, and to destructure this I am just going to use this like super props. And now you can see that we don't have any error, so it's last. So okay, so I had mentioned that second, and by mistaken I had mentioned here a dot last. So instead of that last, I just replace this with the second. Let's go back to a component and see what we had specified here. So we had specified the first and the second here, right? And to import that and to import this prop test, I just have to go there, okay, and just import it like this. import import prop test, right? And now I can use this in my component like so. So instead of because the component is not here, so I just have to use like this, okay. And now I have this ability to pass my prop like so. So it's not that prop, let's name it like prop test, okay. And here I would mention this prop test like so. And now as you can see here we have this error, okay. Why? Because this prop type is not assigned, no matter. So now I just want to pass a prop from here, right? So the name of the prop is superhero, so let's pass it like superhero, and that superhero is the value of the superhero is superhero, okay. So now as you can see we do not have any error. And at the same time, if you go to our terminal or our page, you will see that we have R, right? So we have, why it is just we have R, because we do not have specify any name to it. So like we can now input some field like Superman, super, and here we have man, right? So now as you can see here, now as you can see here, you will find we have our Superman. So this is the way you can pass a prop to in our Qwik component, okay. So that is quite simple. And the simplest thing that you have to understand is while passing that prop, you have to mention the type of the prop that you are willing to pass, and where finally you can use your prop into your component, okay. So let's say I want to pass a function, okay, a click event, right? So how we can do this? Can I do this or a function? Can I pass a function with it with this? So let's understand either we can do this or not. So console, my name, console superhero, super handle superhero. So let's create a function handle superhero, and in this function I am just willing to console, okay, console I am a superhero, right? So I'm just want to pass this as a function. Okay, and whenever someone trigger this hello superhero, it will basically console this statement, right? Simple thing, nothing special. And to use this and to pass this, I have to use this dollar sign. I have to use this dollar sign, because what basically it does, this dollar sign will convert, will help my application to understand from where I can break the code, and will only, and instead of passing all of these function, it will just pass a string, right? Because at initially our component will only render HTML. Okay, so instead of getting all of these JavaScript, it will just render a string which refers to this function. So whenever someone call this function, it will call our server and take our code. Okay, so now if I just want to pass this as an prop to this prop test, okay, so what should I do? I should I can simply pass this function like this. Okay, but now you can see here we have this error. Okay, so why we have this error? Because in our prop type we do not have mentioned anything about this handle superhero prop. Okay, so to make it happen, we have to specify here. Okay, we also have a superhero prop. Okay, and this is a function. Okay, so to define a function, we just have to pass like this. Okay, a void, right? So this way you can pass any function. And let's see, let's say I just console this. Okay, as a function triggers, I just willing to console this function, and let's destructure it. Okay, so now it should trigger a message to my log, right, as this component will render, right? So let's check or inspect and see the console. As I refresh this page, we do not find anything here, because at initially all of our because at initial the render is performed at server. Okay, and after that every render that would be performed on this application will be triggered on browser. Okay, so what this mean? It's mean that this message must have triggered in our server. So this is our server, and here you can see I'm a superhero, and which is the message which is coming from this handles superhero. Okay, so now if I again refresh this page like so, you will don't find any console here, because that code is not triggered here on the browser, but it had triggered in the terminal, as you can see here. So we have our third superhero. Okay, so I think you have a better understanding of how you can pass props in our Qwik application, and also the function, how you can pass the function as in our Qwik application. Okay, so that would be a different case when you would like to pass some events, some event values. So for each and every event we have a separate type, so we have to use all these. Okay, we will talk these in some of our videos in detail, right? So in our next video I would like to talk about how we can use that slot, right, to pass our children in our props in one component to another component. So how we can pass the whole component from one level to another level with the use of slot, and what are the different use cases of slots. Okay, so for this video I think that would be enough. We will meet you in the next video. Till now, have a nice day and goodbye.